Capricorn, welcome to your June 2022 monthly tarot reading. These are timeless, so don't get caught up on the month. They find you when they're meant to find you. If it resonates, you take it. If it doesn't, leave it on the table. You are always responsible for channeling your messages. I am just a vessel. This reading is intended for Capricorn's Sun, Moon, and Rising, and any other particularly important Capricorn placements you might have. If you aren't aware of what your Capricorn placements are, you can go online and pull yourself a natal chart, or you can talk to me, an astrologer. Anyway, let's get into your reading. Alright, Capricorn. I have the Guardian Tarot here. These are the backs. If you're interested in any decks that I use, there's links in the descriptions. But let's get into it. Spirit guides, benevolent ancestors, guardian angels, please help me to connect with the collective of Capricorn and communicate the messages in their highest good. What messages do you have for Capricorn today? One more. Oh yeah. That's good. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Ah. Ooh. Okay. Right now, you're going through, as far as I can tell from this reading, you'll know if it's meant for you. You're going through a deep period of purging, of loss. Everything that's not meant for you is burning away. And this is truly a trial by fire. Because this is turning you, it's transforming you into this elder of fire. You are learning to walk on coals. You are becoming, like, it's initiating you for something. And the thing I feel like it's initiating you for, and I don't know if this will come up on if you'll be able to kind of imagine what I'm seeing here, because the cards are reversed, but I need to flip the video. But you see this fire, it comes into this beautiful, like, floral, oh, what is the name of this? It's like an ancestor altar, but the flowers, it's like kind of just like becoming this beautiful, like, I don't know, it's like a wave. And the thing that it's pushing you into, it's initiating you for, is a brand new path. A brand new path. This is the end of, I want to say an end of a cycle for you. I think that your ancestors are present and your ancestors are always there for you, right? The well ones, the ones that love you. Not all your ancestors like you, and you probably wouldn't like them either. But this is really initiating you into being able to jump into this new path, into this new, they're like laying out a plan for you. They're laying out something huge. And I also think that they're going to lay out, like, there's going to be this layout of this plan. A layout of, like, this path. And you kind of get to decide what your destination is. Like, there's a number of different avenues for you to take. And you'll get to, I think you'll get to this, like, crossroad, or you'll get to this place, and you'll be able to review those options. You'll have the information necessary to review those options. I think in a lot of ways you're kind of clouded, stuck in the smoke, like you can't see right now. You don't see the way out yet. But it's coming. And it's heavy. This is interesting reading right away. You may also, I think there's this transition that you may need to look to an elder of some sort for guidance through. So it's almost like you're a student to a teacher, so there might be this teacher presence as well, like with elder, teacher, that sort of thing. And through this process of this Ten of Fire, you kind of step into, the student becomes the teacher kind of situation. And then it's you leading the way. Wow. That is pretty powerful stuff, Capricorn. I also see a mountain in here. There's a lot of stuff. I also see, like, you see this map. I don't know if you can see here, but there's this mountain up here. And then there's the same mountain in the background. So you're really getting, like, I also feel like with this you're burning away, and when this, so much is being burned away, and then it's allowing for this new cycle to start. And when the smoke clears and the sky, the clouds part, and you see the sky, you'll find the mountain. Like, you'll be like, you might be at the bottom of the mountain. You are probably at the bottom of this mountain now, but you'll see the mountain, and you'll be like, that's it. That's the goal. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm trying to get. And you may even, I don't know, you're a Capricorn, so if you have a lot of Capricorn energy, you're likely not daunted by climbing a mountain, right? And you'll get a lay of the land and the obstacles that are in your path, but knowing Capricorn and Earth signs in general is just like, that's not daunting to them. That's not like, oh, that's a deal breaker. I'm really airy and fiery, so like, to me, I'm like, why is it hard? Why do I have to do anything? Can't I just think about it? But you're just like, okay, cool, game plan on. I have it now. I need to, there's this little something getting my attention. It shouldn't. But let's see what else is there for you. Interesting. Right now, there's not any trust in this process. Completely understandable, Capricorn. But I think there's a birth of a new thought that can come into being if you allow it. Right now, there's really this lack of clarity. And I think a way to gain that clarity is to get in touch with your inner child. I think, especially if you're a Capricorn moon, you likely have a penchant for neglecting your emotions, or kind of like working through them, like not like actually feeling them. I mean, like workaholic, working through them, like, I'll just keep working so I don't have to deal with the way I feel. And you're being asked to play in a big way, especially after this. What excites and inspires that, like, newness, that childlike wonder in you? I want to get a little more clarification on that Ace of Air. Why is it in reverse? Oh, wow. Okay. So I think this card is in reverse, which should be the birth of like a brand new thought, a brand new idea, trust, clarity of thought, all that, and purpose, clarity of thought and purpose, that isn't currently coming in right now, because I think what this really relates to is not trusting this trial by fire. You're not trusting that you'll come out at the other end and be rebirthed. You're like, how could I be rebirthed? I am char. I am nothing but coal anymore. There's nothing, everything has been burnt away. There's nothing left. I feel that you don't trust that there will be a new beginning. And I think you've been told. I think that you are, I mean, this could just be you going through an awakening process. Like, these last 2 years have been a huge awakening process for everyone. Last few years, some of us started a little early. But the awakening is the judgment card in this deck. And so I feel as though you've been given the message of, like, here's the plan. here's the plan. We got it. We got you. The plan's coming. You'll get the details. You'll be able to plot your course. You'll be able to navigate clearly. And you're like, but I don't believe that. How could I? What new could possibly lay beyond this devastation? I don't think you're ready to come out of the cocoon yet. Definitely not. But like, the Ten of Fire is really like the contractions. You're like feeling the pain and the suffocation of being put in this tight space. And in some way, I think you'll be able to get more of that clarity if you just get in touch with your feelings. And speak them honestly. I know that's hard. Yeah. Again, the air relating to speech, communication, and the child being the page in this deck, relating the way you feel in words, not waiting for someone to read your mind. That's hard stuff. It could also just be fear and doubt around this awakening process about something coming in for you, something new. I feel like these storks bear a message. Tell me more about the child of water. Innocence. Just innocence. Allow yourself to be innocent again. Be fresh, brand new, baby. Alright. And the Six of Air. Ooh. I do feel like you're having a really difficult time voicing the way you feel and actually clearly communicating your emotions because you don't feel safe doing so. This indicates a community of people that you don't feel will receive you and hear what you have to say and accept you in good faith. It's got big loner energy. But I think you go through this trial. Okay, that's interesting. I think you go through this trial to be initiated into the fire. You come out, you get a game plan, but it's also asking you to maintain the innocence through it. So how do you hold the polarity of being an elder and a child at the same time? And being a fire and water. Which I know this is a Capricorn reading. I'm an astrologer, I know. That's the earth sign, right? But you're more than just, one elemental energy. You possess all of them. Hold on. I'm burning incense, so I need to drink water. Or in this case, kombucha. Also, just drink more water. Maybe the message is just drink your water. But yeah, don't let a painful experience take away your inner child, take away your innocence, your playfulness. There's something really nourishing here for you through all of this. And I think, here's where I was trying to get. I also think that this fire kind of burns away the outer, like, the calcification that you've created to keep people out. You kind of become this raw, like, it burns away all of the old and reveals, like, kind of a phoenix situation where your inner child is not burdened anymore or locked away and actually can express itself. Actually be like, no, this is what I like. this brings me joy. So you may find yourself gravitating towards, okay, interesting. Sorry. I'm getting more stuff. You may find yourself gravitating back towards things that you loved as a child, that you may have denied yourself up to this point because you forgot. You forgot. So underneath all of the calloused skin is like fresh, new skin. Fresh, new baby skin. But also, this is going back to the holding the tension of being the elder and the child at the same time, is that when you come into this world, this is just me being woo-woo, right? When you come in with innocence, but you have the innocence out of ignorance. Now, through this trial, you will have innocence again through wisdom. Let us sit. Innocence through wisdom. And you're not, it also gives me like bringing the, if you do parts, family parts, inner work stuff, like, inner child work, you're working with your parent, your inner teenager, working with the critical voices, the critical parent, things like that. I do lots of that sort of work. At least that's been really big for me in becoming whole again. But also learning to be the present parent for yourself and caring for your inner kid, your inner child at the same time. So it's not a, you don't have to be in the duality of it where either I'm an adult or I'm a child. We're multidimensional beings. We are adults and children all at the same time. Everything is now. All of time is now. So when you remember being a kid, that's because it's happening at the same time. There is no separation. It's just, while we're here, we experience time linearly. And then when you think about the future, but there's only now. I think I'm gonna pull another card, two more maybe. See if there's any more messages, because I feel like, let's talk about that path. What do they need to know about the path? What do they need to know about the plan? I just love that. Interesting. I'll pull one more. This is interesting. So both these cards are reversed. Don't freak out. Both these cards are reversed, but it's the Ace of Earth, which is just this beautiful. Oh, look at that deer. It's so cute. And then the Hermit in reverse. So let me look at these for a little bit. Okay. I think what I'm getting is that there's going to be a period of reflection, of inwardness, of planning. This brings up the imagery of the symbol of Capricorn, which is a goatfish. So a lot of people think of Capricorn as just the goat part, right? Mountain climbers, ambitious, externally driven. But what Capricorn is really doing is, with the fishtail, is going into the depths of the ocean. The Capricorn energy, or Capricorn as a symbol, can both go to the bottom of the ocean and to the top of the hill. Not the hill, sorry, mountain. Don't want to insult you. And when I see this Hermit here, I'm feeling as though there will be something that you go inward It's a recalling. It's not a discovery, it's a recalling of something that a seed you've wanted to plant for many years. A seed that you forgot about, like a passion, something that you may have relegated to as just being a hobby. Almost like you're resuscitating something. Interesting. Going in the past. But why is the Hermit reversed? I would feel like the Hermit would be upright in this situation. I wonder. This may also be a period, like, I think there also will need, before you can just get straight into the planning and straight into the path, a period of mourning what you lost. Obviously, like, you're in the throes of it. You really can't mourn it right now. You don't have space to do so. And I feel like you'll get that space. But it's warning you not to get stuck. Because you'll go to your depths, you'll go inward, you'll be able to reflect and remember what it is that you used to know about yourself. And then you'll bring back this gift. Do not get stuck in the morning. That will be really detrimental to you and this plan. I'm also hearing it cannot just be externally motivated, which is the going to the depths, going in the water, at the fishtail is going. What Capricorn ends up doing, this is the analogy I was trying to finish, the ADHD brain, goes into the depths of the water of itself and brings back to the surface and creates the external representation of what is internal. Capricorn can be very externally driven. No one's going to deny that. But that is a really narrow and even purely masculine representation of Capricorn energy. Capricorn's a feminine energy. And it has that ability. It's creating on the outside what it is on the inside. It's creating the container for what it knows it already is. It's just a reflection of the internal. And I feel like that is like the highest expression of Capricorn, is when Capricorn goes inward and learns and gets the self-knowledge before it tries to bring it out into the world. Because a lot of Capricorns, or a lot of Capricorn energy you'll see out there, is just about the mountain, because nobody sees the inside. Nobody sees the depth. Anyway, I think that is the tarot reading. I will pull a couple oracle cards for advice, Capricorn, and then we'll wrap the reading up. Okay, Capricorn. I have the messages from the Ancestors Oracle. I'll pull a couple cards. There you go. Oh, doesn't want to be shuffled that way. Okay. Let's get into it. What advice do you have for Capricorn? What advice do you have for Capricorn? Artisan. Interesting. I feel like there's one more that wants to come out. Ooh, I love this. Okay. So, I have the Artisan. This is craftsmanship. And I have the Magician. I love these cards together. So right now, especially with the trial you're undergoing, there is a sense of feeling the need to rush, wanting to just get to the good part. But I want you to think of your life like a tapestry. I want you to think of every moment, no matter how hard or difficult or beautiful or pleasant, they all need to be appreciated and given the time and energy and space as any other moment. Because you're currently in the throes of weaving your life. And you don't want there to be you don't want the threads to be out of place. You don't want the colors to be wrong. And I think if you embrace that, then you can get into this magician mode. And then you can start manifesting. I also think that for some of you, that the thing that ends up, if you remember this being the resuscitated desire, even just like taking something that used to be a hobby and bringing it into a fuller expression of itself, is it's working with your hands. I mean, you're an art sign. It makes a lot of sense that you work with your hands. Or there's this okay. It's just asking you to be patient, because each thread that it's almost like embroidery. It's like each thread serves a purpose. Each stitch, each piece of weaving, it's all meant to serve a purpose. And it's just asking to be appreciated for what it is. I'm reminded, as I do design, I'm being reminded that like the most compelling designs have the most contrast. And when we think of contrast in our lives, like the contrast between the highs and lows of our life. And there's something that you can do with those highs and lows, those extremes, you can alchemize those things and use them to manifest something really beautiful for yourself. And something that you may not have even had I don't know if awareness is the right word, but would have never thought of if you had not gone through those highs and lows. So it gives you the perspective you need to actually conjure. I think through this trial you realize just how fucking powerful you are. I love that. Okay, I love you, Capricorn. I hope that helped. If you like this reading, please like it, subscribe, leave a comment. I would love to hear how this is affecting you in your life, or how this goes for you. And if you're interested in a private reading, you can hit me up on my website at friendlymystic.com, link in the description. But otherwise, I wish you the best, Capricorn. I love you. Bye.